Okay, folks, well, here I am. I couldn't resist anymore. It's a pretty nice 65-degree late April day, and I've been quarantining my butt off for a while. And I've definitely still got mixed feelings about coming out, but as you can see, I'm here at East Branch Reservoir, and there's nobody around. There's a very, very small chance of any kind of exposure out here, and if there was some reason, if I had it and I was asymptomatic, there's also a almost 0% chance that I would pass it on to anybody. Right now I'm next to the road, so maybe some people might walk by, but I plan to go way out there. I want to explore this little peninsula out here today. But I just stopped here because I see this structure here. Might just throw a few drop shots, see what happens. The fish might not be this shallow yet. The water's still pretty cold, I'm assuming. But just gonna give it a shot while I'm here. Might get snagged, but you know what? It just feels great to be out. So let's get fishing. So I think it was wise I did have to travel a little farther away from my home, but to not go to a park, quote unquote, but to hit up a more of just a nature-y reservoir type place. This rock looks like a good place to post up. A second or two anyway. Bass right now are catch and release only. But if I catch trout or any kind of panfish, perch, we'll take them for keeps. Be fun to switch up my diet a little bit. Eating a lot of frozen food. And yeah. Feels so nice to be fishing again though. Okay guys, I'm also going to feature a blue and green I think this is called like a bomber jig or something like that, with an Okeechobee craw pattern net bait. It's a big one, but I had to cut it down a bit. I think it was like 4 or 5 inches. It's a nice long cast. Alright, just made a little stop off the peninsula here. Up, just enough to get my drop shot. Tied up in a tree already. There we go. Hopefully casting will not be too much of an issue here, but it might be. Yeah, it kind of is. Already wrapped up in a tree. First cast, got it. Okay, got some steep cliffs and narrow paths over here. Just what I need. Recovering still from my October foot injury, my fishing injury. Alright, coming down in elevation here. We're gonna be alright. There we go. I'm looking for an open spot. I think the water's a little deeper over here, which is probably good. See, I remember this is like a foundation of some sort. And I remember this from ice fishing here. Seeing it from out on the lake. And I think that time I had read somewhere that someone advised to fish near the foundation. See? I don't know though, but we are approaching like the actual point area. Speaking of foundations, we got someone's basement here. Interesting. Alright, so we've pretty much reached the point of this little peninsula. I guess you could call this the point, or that the point, or both, why not? But we're still gonna have a casting issue with all these trees. I do see a nice spot over there. Yeah, let's go there first. By the way, there are other people out fishing, both in boats and from the shore. But, you know, it's still very sparse. I'm glad I picked this spot. My next step, of course, is to get the kayak up and running. But unfortunately, to get the sticker, the boat permit, I still have to enter a public building, which I'm still pretty not comfortable with. It's pretty shallow here, but it looks like there's a steep drop off. Could have been a bite. Alright guys, well, I'm not catching anything so far, but I am enjoying the fresh air, the change of scenery, the outdoors, the water. I feel like, at least around where I live, if you're going to do it, this is how you should do it. Find a spot that is pretty isolated, where there's you can just park on the side of the road, no parking lots to deal with, where you have the potential for crowds and families and dogs and stuff like that. I know my kind of feelings on this have kind of been evolving, but it's good to know that there is in my opinion, fairly safe, very safe option. I feel like if I can find one, within 40 minutes of my house in Yonkers, Metro New York area, then most people can find an opportunity where they are. But that being said, I made sure I had enough gas that I wouldn't have to stop for gas. I really had to pee, but I didn't want to go into a gas station, touch the door handle kind of thing. And of course I've got my mask if I need it. I have hand sanitizer. I have gloves if I need them. And again, I know a lot of this stuff, is kind of hypochondriacal issues with me. But as I've said before, I feel like if there's any time to be like that, it's now. You can never be too safe. But let's keep fishing. I might put some other lures on. Okay guys, I broke off on both of those lures, so got a red craw pattern square bill crankbait on my spinning rod, and my old favorite, a bayou craw pattern chatterbait. This is actually what I've caught 2 of my 4+ pounders on, and then it's got a what's it called? B8 Lab Extreme Squid Scent Ultimate Strike Minnow in a pumpkin red flake pattern. Of course, I cut off half of it, but yeah, nice little extra paddle tail there for more vibration. Inline spinner, Old Faithful. Let her sink and reel her in. Not a fish. Damn it. Losing a lot of lures here, including that one. Alright, now this I would officially call the point. Looks like it, I don't know, might be kind of deep, we'll see. I had another inline spinner on because I immediately lost that one, the last one. It's kind of buggy out, I wasn't anticipating that. I think this spot has some promise here. let's see. Let's see if we can get something to happen. I have a fish. I have a fish, guys, and it's not bad. Holy crap. Sorry I didn't get that whole catch on film. But that is my first bass of the year, a very nice largemouth, on the Bayou Craw. We're gonna weigh this guy. He didn't really fight like a fish. That came out super easy. Oh my gosh. This is a decent fish. This is over 2 pounds. Let's take a weight on him real quick. All right, so just get a good look. Good look. Get a weight on him, and we'll let him back. Okay, wait till it zeroes out. Hey now. 2.34, so it's over 2 pounds. We'll take the weight of the gripper off, but that ain't a bad fish, guys. Man, he must have really been munching on the ground. He's got black lips. Either that or it's a condition. But I've been keeping him nice and